Welcome back to TesLUCKY, the YouTube channel where you can follow the adventures of Lucky the Tesla. I have a request from a frequent viewer of our channel that he would like to see more autopilot video. He liked the footage in our LA road trip where we had the camera mounted on the front windshield of Lucky, driving in autopilot, and he just wants to see more and hear more about how this technology works. Like, just put the phone on the dash and film more of your experiences with autopilot and just talk about it. So I think a lot of people are interested because it's so new and not everybody has driven in autopilot or ridden as a passenger in a car with autopilot. So we're going to go ahead and do this. It's a beautiful day here in Las Vegas, and we'll just see what happens. We're going to put the car in autopilot on the highway, and I'll show you my drive today. So here we go. Let's drive Lucky. Okay, so here we are getting on to Highway 15 North. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, so it's not really rush hour or anything like that. You get to see all the billboards advertising all the Las Vegas shows. All right, so we're going to get into the middle lane and we're going to engage autopilot right away. I have it right now set at a max speed of 69. It says the speed limit is 55. We're going 69 right now. Funny how it feels like we're going like 39. Even at very high speeds in this car, the ride is just so smooth that you don't feel like you're going fast. So it's a good thing that we can rely on the technology to prevent us from getting tickets. Okay, so right now I'm going to pass this guy. I just turned my blinker to the left to indicate a left move into this lane, and the wheel did the turning all on its own. I do want to say that my hands are on the wheel at 10 and 2 just to anticipate in case something happens, in case a car swerves into the lane or there's a piece of tire peel or something. You know, I have to be ready for anything, even in autopilot. All right, so I'm going to get back into the middle lane just because there's a car coming up on the left lane. I am going 69 in a 55, so I don't feel the need to go too much faster than this right now. I didn't script anything or make any talking points for this, by the way. I just figured I would talk about whatever we see, like the sign for the Barry Manilow concert that we just passed on the right. Carly wants to go see Barry Manilow again, so we're probably going to do that in October. I've never seen Barry Manilow here in Las Vegas. I've seen him a number of other places. Okay, so while we were just talking about Barry Manilow, the signal came up on the screen for me to put slight pressure on the wheel just so Lucky knows that I'm still here, that I have not drifted off into a deep slumber like half the videos on YouTube would lead you to believe that people are, asleep at the wheel with autopilot. I just don't see how that's even possible with this technology. Maybe it is possible. I guess, crazy things do sometimes happen in the world, but this technology will not even let me daydream, let alone actually go to sleep and dream. But I will say I'm getting better at driving in autopilot, because this summer when Carly and I were driving on our road trips, we went on an East Coast road trip for 4,200 miles in 18 days, and then we drove from Big Pine Key, Florida here to Las Vegas. That was about 3,200 miles in 7 days. And I would get autopilot would shut me down. I'm going to get around this bus now. Autopilot would shut me down because I was, thinking about paying the bills, or I don't know, thinking about my iTunes playlists and which ones need to be reorganized. There's a Rod Stewart billboard on the left. Shout out to Kelly. She's probably not watching this. Kelly's a pretty busy lady. Probably doesn't have time to watch me drive around in YouTube. But anyway, hi Kelly, if you're watching. Okay, so now I'm going to speed the car up a little bit. The speed limit is now 65, and I don't like riding next to people in their blind spots. So I actually just used a little lever on the side of the wheel and pumped up 3 times to take the speed to 80 miles an hour. We're going 80 in a 65. So there's some sort of HOV lane on the left. I have no idea if electric vehicles are allowed into that. We're passing a truck here on the right. Lucky's keeping the car dead center in the lane. And actually that's one of the things that is most amazing to me about driving in autopilot is how great the car does at staying centered. I can't drive that straight a line. If I'm driving, you have a tendency to just veer a little bit to the right, to the left, whatever. But actually, in the video that we filmed for YouTube on Autopilot 101, the driving demo basics, where my friend Rob was doing the driving, he put it best. He said it feels like the car is on rails. And that's the best description that I've heard yet on what it feels like to drive in autopilot, not controlling the steering, but staying dead straight in the lane. It really is miraculous. This technology, just blows me away. I love the technology of the Tesla. I do like the fact that we don't have to pay for gas and we have zero emissions and it's good for the planet. I like our planet. I care about Earth. I mean, that's good. But that isn't the number one reason I bought a Tesla. The number one reason I bought a Tesla is for the technology, for the autopilot, for the over-the-air software updates, for everything I can do with this vehicle and the screen and the app. I mean, the technology is just amazing. All right, up here on the left, you see the construction of the new football stadium where the Raiders are going to be playing, I think next year. I don't know when that's going to start, but get to drive by every day the Raiders stadium there. There's a little more cars here. Here's the Las Vegas Strip on the right, still on autopilot. I have had no reason to shut it down. I just keep giving the wheel a little jiggle every time the message comes up on the screen. And it's just keeping me here in this lane. I have my hands on the wheel, looking for an idiot to swerve into my lane. Thankfully, that hasn't happened yet. There's In and Out on the left. Haven't had lunch yet. In and Out sounds good. All right, there's lots of traffic here. It's a little congested, so Lucky's now slowing down. We're going 60, 59, 58. Slows down. I have it set for maintaining a car distance of 3 car lengths. I'm actually going to change that to 4 in this heavy traffic. Now maintaining 4 car lengths between me and the vehicle in front of me at all times. So you can change that from anywhere from 1 to 7. I can't even imagine driving on it in 1. Hey, there's a billboard for Wicked. Carly wants to see that. I got to get Wicked tickets. Here's the Bellagio. Word on the street is that they're going to shut down the Bellagio fountains. I haven't actually Googled or fact-checked that, but that would be a sad thing if they decided to, put more hotel rooms there. I don't know. Those fountains are pretty awesome. All right, we got a little silver SUV in the lane next to us. He looks like he's thinking about passing that. I'm going to slow down actually and let him get in. I am slowing the vehicle down so he can get in there. And now Ah, he's not doing it. Didn't take the bait. I guess that little trailer thing must have sped up. Come on, nobody wants to swerve into my lane so that we can see how Lucky responds. So this is driving an autopilot. Now we're going 60 because of the car in front of me. I have the max speed at 75, but there's no way to go 75 in this traffic. You see the mountains off in the background. Here's the kind of pickup truck I don't like to follow. Don't know what's going on with those loose items. So happy to be able to get past him. All right, so we're curving a little bit. That's a pretty straight stretch. I'm sure some people will want to see autopilot where you're like making lots of S curves. Now we're making a little lazy, slow turn to the right. Lucky's. Oh, there's the stratosphere. Can you see the stratosphere? Yep. Now you can see the Strat. Oh, it's called the Strat now. It's been rebranded as the Strat. So I'm just going to drive up here to junction 515. I'm going to have to take autopilot. I'm going to have to disengage autopilot to change lanes. I don't have navigate on autopilot on my Model X because the hardware is too old. This car was produced, I learned yesterday, on August 28th, 2016. That is Lucky's birthday. We missed Lucky's birthday. We could have had a birthday video for YouTube on August 28th, so we snoozed, we losed. But that is the date of manufacture of Lucky. Okay, I just got a signal. Hear that little beep? That was the little second warning signal from autopilot because I was talking and thinking about Lucky and her birthday and the fact that we didn't have a party for her. And oops, okay, I just took it out of autopilot because that Ford got a little bit too close for comfort. Clearly that vehicle is not an autopilot, not on rails, driving a straight line in the middle of the lane, because he kind of veered over to me. So I just took over on the wheel and just moved the car so that guy wouldn't hit me. But anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying? I forget what I was saying. Oh, I was talking about Lucky, and I missed the first signal to jiggle the wheel, apply slight pressure, and let the car know I'm still here. So then the second warning level is I got a little beep and a little red warning on the screen. And I'm here, I promise. Promise I'm here with my hands on the wheels. Enjoy the Las Vegas trip, ladies and gentlemen. Lord knows I sure do. And there's a Tesla in front of us. Hi, Tesla. That's the end of the Las Vegas Strip.